Bulls fans booing the refs for ejecting Jokic shows how bad of a call it is.
Yeah, they want to see the stars.
My dad took my 9-year-old nephew to his first basketball game, and his favorite player got ejected early in the third for nothing. This is absolutely disgusting. And this one, which perfectly sums up the 2025 season. Refs got more highlights than anybody that got drafted this year.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. I have had a ton of requests to react to this video. It's called The Dark Truth, Why the NBA is Dying. And this is by a channel called Hoop Reports, which we have visited multiple times now. Good stuff here. This is a topic I've been covering quite a bit. And it looks like it's getting a lot of mainstream media. Even I heard the other day, even like LeBron was coming out and saying, like, yeah, there's a hell of a lot of threes. Something needs to change. And I think the topic is being brought up mainly because of the change in the format of the All-Star game. And, you know, Adam Silver is trying to spice it up to where the players will actually play hard. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't think so, because if they actually did want to play hard, then we wouldn't have to change the All-Star game. They'd actually just show up and play hard for the game. Adam Silver tried to get the guys to try and make it a real, like, competitive game last year. We saw how that worked out. It went the exact opposite. So I get it. Adam Silver's trying, but it's time to talk about the broader problem about the NBA. And that's what I've been trying to focus on. And I think that's what this video is going to do. So I'm going to end my intro rant right there. Link to the original video is down below in the description if you guys want to check out the channel. Or if you want to watch this video without my commentary, go right ahead. But I have a feeling most of you have already watched this, as you guys were really adamant about me watching this. So I'm pretty excited about it, because I've been holding off on this because the 23rd, the 24th, Jordan and Kobe, and then the Christmas. This is not appropriate for Christmas. Without further ado, let's get into it. Like the video if you haven't done it yet. It helps out a ton. I appreciate it a lot. Please excuse my allergies today. What a wreck I've been this month, but it is what it is. And it's almost a new year. So let's get to this.
For nearly 2 decades, I've been a passionate NBA superfan, following every season without fail.
All the way to the hoop. Scoop to the hoop with a ball. Point 71 and 72.
Basketball is more than just a sport for me. It's a way of life.
Yeah,
And honestly,
me too.
I can't imagine a world without Steph Curry draining impossible threes, LeBron James crying to the refs, or watching freakishly athletic players defy gravity.
Can I just look at this again? I just got to do it one more
Without
time.
Steph Curry draining impossible threes, LeBron James crying.
Man, go win it in overtime, man. Stop complaining. He always complains about. Never mind. Let's
to
keep
the
going.
refs, or watching freakishly
Man
athletic
up.
players defy gravity.
He just evaporated the Kings' defense.
Lately, however, there's been a lot of buzz about the NBA losing its grip in the world of entertainment.
Yeah, I think ratings are half of what they were in 2012. I think that's what the stat is.
LeBron is divisive. He makes the game unattractive.
NBA Finals numbers down massively.
Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is, viewership is declining, fans are tuning out, and honestly, the numbers don't lie.
Which is scary, because they just signed a deal that's more lucrative than ever, and player salaries are expected to go up. This could be a bubble popping.
Ratings have dropped a staggering 48% since 2012 and 20.
Oh my God. That's the big one. I mean, I knew this one, 48% from 2012, which is, let's be real, the birth of the super team. Okay? We got no hand checking now, and we've got the birth of the super team. Things are on the downward decline. And that's why I always say the golden years of basketball was from about 1990 to 2010. If I want to extend that, then I'll say 1980 to 2010. But I do think the 80s were a little too violent as far as what they were getting away with. So I think 90s was a sweet spot. 2010 it ended because the super team era had begun. So that's a very important stat to me. 48% down since then, but down 28% just this year alone. That's scary. You know, imagine holding an asset like a stock or whatever. You're holding Apple stock and it's down 28% this year. You start wondering about the company. And with the NBA, this is where they make their money. So yeah, we have to start wondering about this league. Is it going to survive? It's just incredible. It's incredible.
8% just this year on ESPN.
I thought it might have just been me, you know, because like here I find myself on, doing a YouTube channel, a reaction channel, and I don't want to watch any of these games. You know, I don't. I keep tuning in and then I get bored. And I thought it was just me, maybe, but I have all you guys in the comments, kind of reaffirming me. But it's not just me. Obviously, it's not just me. You lost 28% of your viewers this year.
ESPN alone. Meanwhile, other sports leagues are breaking records.
Yeah.
This is a troubling trend.
Yeah, I hear a lot more people watching baseball. Football is still, at the NFL, is still as healthy as ever.
And in today's video, I'll share my own perspective as a superfan, along with insights from experts and fans around the world to explore the big question: why is the NBA dying?
You know how much league pass costs?
League pass, and you don't even get all the games.
You don't even get the games in your own city.
You don't get the Laker game.
Yeah. Phoenix is one of the only teams I know of that actually the owner here made it a point that we do get access to all of our Phoenix Suns games, which is really cool. Shout out to the owner. I forgot your name.
Technical foul, Luka.
He waved him off.
Appears that way. And somebody else, or is it Udoka out?
And Westbrook sneaks inside. 7 for Westbrook. Technical foul on Westbrook.
Have you ever watched a game where an NBA player just gives another a simple glare and boom, they're slapped with a technical foul?
That's terrible.
Or how about a player clapping in frustration only to get hit with a tech?
Oh, yeah. He really upset himself. Call for technical.
Okay. The taunting stare is ridiculous. No, we got to get rid of that. That should not be a technical. If you look at the ref directly, if you're looking at the ref in the eyes and then you make the slap, I understand that one, because that's basically saying like I want to hit you. You know what I mean? Same with when like LeBron charges a ref. That should be a tech as well, because you're actually like making a physical threat. But a stare down, give me a freaking break.
It's crazy to think, but stuff like this is actually happening in the NBA right now.
Turnaround jumper, foul Rant. And John's got to watch his reaction. He already is sitting on one technical foul. He's got ejected.
See, that one I wouldn't have given him a tech, because he wasn't punching at the ref. You know, he was looking down and punching because he was angry. If he was staring at the ref in the eyes and then punching, I would totally tee him up. But this was a little too soft. You don't need to throw him out for this. Let the guy play.
I get it. This is basketball, not WWE. But the NBA and its referees have gotten so soft that even the slightest hints of drama get shut down with a whistle.
I know, it used to be a man's league. It used to be a bunch of, they're athletes. The toughest of the tough were the ones to survive. And now you can't be tough anymore. So what is it? Is it like the softest wins? Is that who we're supposed to look up to now? We watch sports to idolize somebody and to emulate somebody in our own lives. How are we supposed to do that if they're not even allowed to be men?
And honestly, this is just one of the reasons viewership is dropping. Because here's the thing, drama sells.
Pretty play, a 9-1 run
Minnesota.
You don't call it technical for that. Come on. Come on.
Take the UFC, for example. When Conor McGregor was in his prime and gearing up to fight Floyd Mayweather, the drama was off the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, those press conferences alone were pulling in more views than some NBA Finals games. Don't believe me? Check this out. The Toronto press conference for Mayweather versus McGregor racked up 8.4 million views on YouTube alone. Now, compare that to the 2020 NBA Bubble Finals, which averaged just 7.4 million viewers. That's the power of drama.
Good Lord, you could see the lack of interest there too, because 7.45 is about the average. The final game, no one even cared. Look at that tiny bump up, 8.29 mil. Nobody gave a damn. I'm curious about the ones recent. So that was the worst. I think everyone was sending a message to the league at that point. You got some viewers back the following year. Bucks versus Suns. Yeah, that was exciting to see Milwaukee embarrass my Phoenix Suns. I get it. 12.5 million tuned into that. I enjoyed watching Steph in 2022. That was cool, and he has a lot of fans, so 14 mil on the closeout game. Denver versus Miami. Yeah, I tuned in, but this was like such a lopsided series. But they still got 13 mil on the final game, so that's cool. People wanted to see Denver celebrate. And then last year, 12.2. So, okay.
Just 7.4 million viewers.
It's just funny. LeBron's supposed to be like the face of the league. In the last 4 years, the one time he was in the finals, got the worst ratings. Interesting.
That's the power of drama. And yet, the NBA wants no part of it. For example, Giannis got a technical here for simply looking at Al Horford after a dunk. Jason Tatum got hit with one here for just hanging on the rim after making a big play. And then here's Jokic, the league's best player, getting ejected over, well, basically nothing.
What'd he say?
Ejection? Oh, they threw Jokic out of the game.
Wow, it's what? They just bypassed the first technical and just threw him out? There should be only a select few things you could say to a ref that get you thrown out. And that's got to be like threatening words. Insane. Just think, like, remember when Tim Hardaway got through Charles Barkley and immediately stared him down and was like, in your face, in your face. Can you imagine if they ejected him? Because that's what would happen today. No, we want these conflicts. We want these rivalries. Jordan Duncan over Patrick Ewing and standing over Patrick Ewing and yelling like, yeah. Come on, man. Are you going to throw out MJ for that? Like, no, we want these moments. That's what makes it awesome. Oh, man. 4 minutes in. I'm glad you guys suggested this video. This is a fantastic video already. Wow. It's like it's firing me up, though. You can't tell how much I love basketball unless I'm watching old school basketball, or else I'm critiquing the current game. Like, I love this game so much. I want to see it get better. So bad. I want this to be part of my daily life again, not just in YouTube, but as a viewer. I want to enjoy the game again. More than anything.
I get that the NBA wants to avoid another Malice in the Palace incident, but this complete lack of drama and technical fouls at every corner is turning fans away. Bulls fans booing the refs for ejecting Jokic shows how bad of a call it is.
Yeah, they want to see the stars.
My dad took my 9-year-old nephew to his first basketball game, and his favorite player got ejected early in the third for nothing. This is absolutely disgusting. And this one, which perfectly sums up the 2025 season. Refs got more highlights than anybody that got drafted this year.
Yeah.
That's outrageous. What happened tonight, this is completely BS. This is shame.
It's a complete crap.
Officials who are too quick to blow their whistles, eject players, or change the outcome of games while eliminating any possible drama are just one of the many reasons NBA viewership is in a free fall.
We've got breaking news. LeBron is a Laker.
Breaking news. Kevin Durant
is headed to Phoenix.
Portland is sending Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis and Dame, that is a scary thought.
Piggybacking on my earlier point about the lack of drama, another reason NBA viewership is dropping is the complete lack of heated rivalries.
Yes.
The other thing is the rivalries with the NBA. I'm not going to hold you. I want that. I miss that. I liked it when people didn't like each other and was really trying to go at each other.
I know it's like I mean, because they showed Butler there, like Miami and Boston is one of the only rivalries I still know of, but it's so lopsided at this point. It's not even really active.
The UFC, for example, we want to see John Jones fight Tom Aspinall, not watch them train together and be buddies.
Yeah.
The reality is, NBA players switch teams faster than a game of hot potato these days.
Yeah.
As a result, there aren't many rivalries anymore, and rivalries bring drama.
Okay, this one was our fault though. CP3 didn't want to go. We canned him. He took our team, which was a team, we couldn't even make the playoffs. We add Chris Paul, and we're finals contenders. And the way we appreciate him is by canning him. And it pisses me off to this day. Same way when an organization is loyal to a player, say like LeBron James, and they ditch the organization, that pisses me off. This pisses me off too. Chris Paul wanted to retire here. He should have too. We need a captain.
As a result, there aren't many rivalries anymore, and rivalries bring drama. And as I mentioned earlier, drama sells, which is another area the NBA is lacking right now.
Maybe that's just that little toxic side of me, you feel me? I just like controversy.
Not just individual players, but like doesn't even feel like there's team rivalries anymore.
Yeah.
Like a Lakers-Celtics game, it's like whatever now,
Kevin Durant, for example. He's one of the greatest players of the last decade, but how can home fans get emotionally invested when he leaves his team every couple of years?
Seriously.
Then there's LeBron James.
Yep, same
While
thing.
many of the younger generation consider him the GOAT, he's notorious for jumping ship whenever the going gets tough.
Yep.
By constantly avoiding long-term battles, he's also avoided building the kind of rivalries that fans crave.
Yeah, it also takes away from any of his successes because whenever he does win, it's like, well, you didn't have to overcome anything. You just jumped ship to another team. You didn't overcome. You didn't climb the mountain. It's not worth celebrating at that point. But yeah, when it comes to rivalries, hardcore, it's terrible for it. I've been talking about it for a long time now. You have to stay with your team and then have a battle between these two teams on a regular basis for years to form a rivalry. And if you just jump ship every couple of years, then the rivalry doesn't go with you as a player. It doesn't work that way. It's team versus team. It's a team game. It's not tennis. It's not like Federer versus Nadal back in the day, one-on-one. That can exist all the way until someone retires. Team rivalries, they're supposed to last forever. Think about the Lakers and Celtics.
And now, according to what I heard recently, he's reportedly interested in teaming up with Golden State and joining arguably his biggest rival, Steph Curry. All because his Lakers experiment has turned into a complete disaster.
I mean, Tim Duncan was his biggest rival because that was the guy who owned him in the 2000s. And then, the guy who owned LeBron in the 2010s was Steph. It'll be a damn shame if he joins. More so for the Golden State Warriors, because this guy just goes in and destroys organizations. And it seems like Golden State has a solid team, solid organization, solid system. This guy would come in and just destroy it all.
Where's the loyalty? Where's the drama? Then, like I said, whenever young players try to create rivalries, like Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham, the NBA is quick to blow the whistle and put out the fire immediately.
All I can think of is Kamish right now. What's up, Dynamo, if you're watching?
Now finds Jalen Green!
Oh!
He did it!
Let it be!
He did it! Oh!
Don't call that.
As one fan put it, the fact they gave a tech for that summarizes everything wrong with today's soft NBA. God forbid somebody shows some emotion.
I don't get the contradiction because now in 2024, over the last 10 years, we've had a movement where men are supposed to be allowed to be more in touch with their emotions, yet you're not allowed to display it, apparently. So you're punishing. It's like we're supposed to be enabling that. Like, yeah, it's okay to feel, but if we catch you feeling your emotions, we're gonna punish your ass for it. We're gonna fine you and throw you out of the game. Pretty contradictory in my mind. I don't know.
So the other day, I came home exhausted and just wanted to relax by watching my favorite team play basketball.
No, big mistake.
I fire up my league pass and then, bam, I get hit with this.
What is this? Game is not available live on League Pass because it's being broadcast. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't pay the NBA in any other way other than when they strike my videos. They get revenue. They get the ad revenue off of me. I don't go to games anymore, so I'm not buying tickets. I'm also not paying for games like watching League Pass, nor am I watching games in a traditional manner. I have other methods because I vote with my wallet. Like, I'm not paying them until the product is good. And I definitely won't be paying them anytime soon if League Pass doesn't give me all the games. What's the point of League Pass if you don't get all the freaking games? That's what the package was. Holy crap, NBA. Fix your shit.
Yeah. For some reason, the NBA blocks out home games for everyone on their League Pass app, making it ridiculously hard for fans to watch their favorite team.
So you have to pirate it. So you're trying to get people not to pirate it, but you're actually forcing people to pirate it. Good job, dude. Man, take a page out of what Spotify did. People were pirating music like crazy. They wanted a nice, simple platform where they could watch stuff. So the pirates created that platform until Spotify came around and did it better. And guess what? Ever since then, people are totally content with paying whatever it is, $5-6 a month for Spotify. I'm one of them. You did it better than us. So there you go. Now we pay you, but you're going to do this? Shoot. I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing.
So you got to buy cable for your own teams, and then you got to buy League Pass to get the League Pass stuff. So what ends up happening is the distribution of games now, and they're harder to find.
Look at this Reddit post from 2 years ago that really sums things up. I have TNT as well as League Pass, but it won't let me watch the Bucks-Warriors game on TNT due to a regional blackout.
Whoa.
What the am I supposed to do? Why the does the NBA make it so hard to watch the product?
Wait, so he can't watch it on League Pass and he can't watch it on TNT? So they're punishing you for having League Pass then. How does that work?
To which someone replied, "It's really funny to me. I live in Vegas, but I can't watch the Clippers or Kings. If I move to a different zip code 10 minutes east, I also cannot watch the Lakers on top of the Clippers and Kings.
What the
They just make up."
What the hell?
Is, many NBA fans have a specific team they love to watch.
I didn't know it was this bad when it came to being able to legally watch games. I didn't know. I've been doing my method for the past 2 seasons. I didn't know how bad it's gotten. Wow.
Usually, their home team. But the NBA makes it so frustrating to follow them. Oftentimes, you don't know if the game is going to play on League Pass, TNT, ESPN, or some other random channel. With all this hassle, it's so much easier to just tune into something else.
Yep.
Especially in a world overflowing with entertainment options.
I know.
This is yet another reason why NBA viewership keeps dropping.
And it's not like the product is that great where you want to find a way to do it. If you're hassled to watch the product, then you're going to be like, screw it. The game's probably going to suck anyways.
You know what I mean? Words was thrown out there that shouldn't be thrown out there between, you know what I mean, 2 men. And so that kind of just drew the line for me. And I'm one of those, once you're on one side, bro, you stay in there.
You might be wondering why I included that clip of Paul George on his podcast, where he shares why he's no longer a fan of Chris Paul, in a video titled, "Why the NBA is Dying." Well, let me explain, or better yet, let this man explain.
Is it going to be about podcasts?
So Podcast P, I want to pull this up before I say it. This season, 10 games played, 16 podcast episodes.
Yep. There
Salary $49 million.
Damn.
Are you getting paid for the podcast or you getting paid to play? How you got more podcast episodes than games played, nigga?
It's because the pay is guaranteed. If the pay wasn't guaranteed, then it would be different. YouTube, in order for him to get revenue, he has to work. It's not like he just sits on his ass, doesn't release a video for 6 months, and he's going to get paid. It don't work that way. You actually have to put into work. So you see, if you do a pay to perform mentality like Google does with YouTube, he might show up to work a little more often. But you guaranteed him money, and he's like, screw it. I'll just go do a podcast.
Story Mode featuring Jamal Crawford, the Drew Holiday episode, season 3 premiere.
Good Lord.
Paul George has been dropping podcast after podcast on his podcast.
How are his views? 29, 13.
Podcast P.
104. Oh, that's a recent one. 10K. I mean, he's pulling in a little bit of money, but it's nothing like the 40 million or whatever he's getting paid in the NBA. If he wasn't making that, then this wouldn't be enough for him to sustain.
Channel, and while they're great episodes, they highlight a trend among NBA players that they don't seem to care about the league anymore.
Yeah.
To them, the NBA feels like a stepping stone or a paycheck.
Real quick, remember when where athletes used to hate the media, not trust the media? Isn't it crazy that active athletes they have become the media? How did this happen? I think social media started this crap, tell you the truth. They've become the thing that they hate.
And you know what? The fans can feel that vibe.
I don't like the NBA.
Why not the NBA?
Don't give a
Yep.
Anyway, when it comes to Paul George specifically, just listen to what this one Philly fan had to say.
I just slept until 5 p.m. And I woke up and looked at my phone, and I see a Paul George podcast featuring Reggie Jackson. The day after Paul George drops 2 points and leaves the game with another leg injury.
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't be fair to put all the blame on Paul George
bad.
because this is a much bigger league-wide trend. Take Zion Williamson, for example. One of the most hyped prospects in recent NBA history. Instead of focusing on the game, he seems to
it looks like me and Shaq had a baby.
Care more about food than basketball.
Is it hard to diet at your age?
It's true, though, guys. Like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Man, and who commissioned this camera angle? That's the worst camera angle for him. I know you're trying to plug your Mountain Dew, but hey, man, he shouldn't be eating Doritos and Mountain Dew and playing PlayStation. No. Or is that an Xbox controller? It looks like a PlayStation controller, but it's black. I'm confused.
About food than basketball.
Is it hard to diet at your age? Be honest.
Since it's you, I'll be real. There are times when I will say that, man, that shit hard. It's hard, man. Like 20, 22, got a lot of money. It feel like all the money in the world, man.
There it is. I got a lot of money, so yeah, he's gonna eat that food. He's gonna live that life.
There's Ben Simmons, once hailed
no.
as the next LeBron James.
No.
He's earning tens of millions of dollars, but still hasn't bothered to develop a jump shot.
Oil that body up, buddy.
In this clip, he misses practically every mid-range jumper. And let's not forget...
but if you watch his off-season workouts on whatever platform, I think he posts on, what the hell is it called? Instagram? You just show him knocking down jumper after jumper after jumper with his shirt off, and he's all oiled up. It's really embarrassing, guys. This is why I don't like the NBA anymore. It's embarrassing to be a fan of this shit.
The countless other players who just show up to play, but don't seem to care whether they win or lose.
In the NBA, you lose, you still getting money. And I know for sure, like, after you lose, you're like, damn, I lost. You be hurt. Look at your bank account, $35 million. College, you really lose, you're done.
That's it.
I know this doesn't apply to every player, some genuinely care about winning, and that's the reason why fans love them. But the harsh truth is that the majority of players, even some superstars, don't seem to show that passion.
Nope.
And if they don't care, why should viewers bother tuning in?
Yeah, why should we care?
In the words of the great Steph Curry, we can tell Donald Trump, night, night.
Oh, yeah, this is okay. This was huge, especially in 2020. I'm going to be careful with my words here, but the league got so saturated with political movements and political statements. I don't care what side you're on. That's not what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about is the sport itself became a platform for political movements. And what we used to go to sports for is to get away from that reality, to get away from the grind of our day-to-day lives. You know, I remember I used to work 12 hours a day, 13 hours a day, hard labor, and get home, and all I wanted to do was watch a basketball game and crack open a beer. But if they were going to be covering controversial stuff during the game, making political statements during the game, I wouldn't have been watching back then. And guess what? In 2020, I wasn't watching either. I wasn't. I watched The Last Dance instead. That's what I was living for at that point, was because it got my mind off of all the chaos that was happening around me on a day-to-day basis. Because during COVID, I was out there working 70, 80 hours a week out there in the public. I wanted to get away from all of that, all the fighting, all the debating. And the NBA instead just shoved it right in my face. So yeah, I think this was a big turnoff for a lot of people. We don't go to sports or concerts, or we don't go to anything that's entertainment to have your political views shoved down our throats. Same goes with video games and any form of entertainment. We don't go there for politics. We go there to get away from politics and be entertained for a while.
I'm not here to dive into politics, but another big reason the NBA is losing viewership is its polarizing stance on political issues.
Me and my friends call each other that all the time. I'm not his friend, though. I don't want to see that on the note. He's not my friend.
Wait, what?
Again, I'm not picking...
They called him a bum. Okay, well. Yeah, that's part of the problem. Like I say, I don't care what side you're on or any of that. Like, I shouldn't have to know what the political views of these athletes are, and the coaches and the organizations. That shouldn't be part of it.
Sides or saying which side is better, but the reality is, when the NBA chooses one side of the political spectrum, they alienate the other side of their viewers.
Yeah.
If there's a poll I'd be interested in, is the following. What percentage of MLB players give to the left and the right? What percentage of NHL players give to the left and the right? NBA and NFL. Which one do you think is going to be majority of the money being given to the left?
NBA.
100%.
Wow,
and
no
it won't even
hesitation.
be close.
No hesitation at all.
Damn, lost a fan. I remember why I don't watch the NBA anymore. And this is the main reason I don't watch the NBA anymore. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong for NBA players to speak out about the state of the country or share their opinions on who they prefer in the White House. But based on what I've seen, it's clearly bad for business.
Okay, one thing I'm going to say is, all right, I feel there's a distinct difference between if you're talking about this on your own time, like say it's on social media or whatever, or it looks like LeBron was on CNN here, okay? I'll leave it here for a sec. You go on CNN on a news network and you want to talk politics off basketball time, off company time, okay, that's your right. You're an American. You should be able to do that. I believe in everyone's right to be able to do so. However, what I have a problem with is when it's on company time. So say during a press conference after a game, and all you're talking about, instead of talking about the basketball game that just happened, you're talking about your like political movements, political stances, and at your whatever you're an activist on. I don't think that should be a part of the sport. So eliminate that from the press conferences, and I'd be cool. I'd be cool with it. Everyone should have a voice and say whatever they want, but not on company time. That should go with any job. Say I'm a clerk at Fry's, and every customer who rolls through, I get into a political debate with them. That's not good for the company. That's terrible for business. Now, if I'm fighting somebody and we're on polarizing opposite ends, that customer is going to avoid me the next time. They don't want to deal with my crap. You know what I mean? They just want to buy some damn groceries. And if that happens across the board where everyone is allowed to do that, well, guess what? People are going to now start avoiding the entire company. I'll go to a different grocery store so I don't have to deal with this crap. So why are they doing it? But if we were to do this in a regular job, this is a freaking problem. It shouldn't be this way. Your job is not a platform to recruit people to your political side. It shouldn't be that way. Hopefully that made sense to you. Company time versus non-company time. So press conferences, it should be out of the game. Out of it. And as far as the media goes, the reporters, them asking these politically charged questions should also be not allowed. They should only be allowed to ask questions that have to do with the sport itself. The sport or the particular game. And they can report on the particular game, not on the political views of the players. Guys, I didn't think I was going to get so charged for this video. This is a great video. Fantastic.
White House. But based on what I've seen, it's clearly bad for business. You don't lose all the viewers from the opposing political side, but you definitely lose a chunk of them. And when you combine that with the lack of drama, overly abusive referees, the difficulty of watching games, and players who don't seem to care about winning, you end up with the perfect storm for plummeting viewership. Oh, and I haven't even touched on the three-point shooting yet, which has made some games almost unbearable to watch.
Yeah, it has. And that going up this year. That going up this year versus the previous 3 years. Yeah, negative 28% this year makes it doesn't take a brain surgeon to figure this out.
Three-point shot was revolutionary when Steph Curry came out of nowhere, hitting impossible shots from half court. It was exciting, it was fresh.
Yep.
But now, when the three-point shot has become a cold, calculated algorithm, like what the Celtics are doing right now, it loses its magic. Entertainment is just too easy to find these days. Netflix, YouTube, Amazon Prime, TikTok, UFC, you name it. Sure, the NBA just signed a massive new deal and made more money than ever.
I know. And that goes through till...
Sure, the NBA...
Oh, geez. Walt Disney Company. Good Lord. Just big tech, big tech. Till 2035. So for 10 years. 11 years. Good luck surviving those 11 years. I hope some changes happen, or else this deal will be the last deal. This will be the one. This will be the bubble popping. I'm starting to think Mark Cuban got out for a very, very good reason. Mark Cuban's a very smart businessman, and I think he might have seen the writing on the wall because he just dipped out earlier this year.
Just signed a massive new deal and made more money than ever, but that doesn't change the fact that viewership is falling. If the league wants to bounce back and dominate the entertainment world again, they need to seriously rethink many aspects of their business. Not that I'll ever stop watching, though. As a super fan, I can't get enough of the NBA. I mean, did you all catch the game where Jordan Poole took down Nikola Jokic in a showdown absolutely no one saw coming?
No.
On a night when Jokic dropped a career-high 56 points? Yeah, Jordan Poole straight up turned into Steph Curry that night and completely took over against the best player in the world. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, don't worry, because I've got the whole story for you right over here.
Great video. I'd love to say I watched that game, but I didn't. Because, yeah, I just wasn't that interested. For all the reasons that we talked about in this video. Good Lord. I have no way of knowing how long this video has gone on. But the original was only 14 or 15 minutes long. I feel like I've doubled that. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. First of all, fantastic video. If you guys aren't convinced yet to subscribe on Hoop Reports, don't know what to say. I think they're a great channel. I think this was an awesome breakdown as to why the NBA is dying. I think they hit on pretty much everything. I'm sure you guys are going to let me know down below in the comments if they missed anything, but I was so into each of these bullet points that they hit that I feel like they did a great job. No wonder why so many of you were asking me to react to this. Hopefully I did it justice. I caught myself rambling quite a few times here, so I apologize. But if you guys can't tell, I'm very passionate about basketball. That's why I'm here. I'm not some like 18-year-old trying to make it on YouTube and, monetizing, hate and doing all kinds of tricks I have to do in order to make ends meet. I'm not. I'm a 42-year-old man. I worked my whole life and I'm fine. Financially, I'm just fine. So I do this more for the fun and for the passion of it, because I do love basketball. And I mean, it's a damn good thing I have the classics, because if my channel was just talking about the current game, I don't think I could stomach it for very long, because I wouldn't love it anymore. I wouldn't love what I'm doing. And like I said, I don't have to do this. So I would just walk away, because it's like, I don't want to talk about something I hate all the time. That's no fun. But yeah, when I do get a chance to talk about the current game, man, I get passionate, because I saw it go from the crazy 80s to the perfect 90s, and then continue on all the way to 2010-ish, where the game was so healthy. To watch it in the past 14 years become this. And this is just terrible. It's terrible for so many reasons, and I want to see it fixed. And that's why I'm doing stuff like this, because hopefully, videos like this, and the video from Hoop Reports that I'm reacting to, hopefully this catches some important ears, some eyes and ears, and people go, yeah, I totally agree with this, In fact, before I cut this off, I'm going to scroll down. I know right now you guys aren't seeing this, but I'm scrolling down in some comments here. Each NBA game is like an all-star game. No defense, nobody tries, nobody cares. Yeah, it's so dumb and unsustainable. Well said. The real reason the ratings are down is because fans can't watch their local teams. Yeah, that's a big problem. No defense, bad refereeing, no emotion. Yep, emotion not allowed. Taunting, star versus star matchups. Dead on. Adam Silver will go down as worst commissioner. Guys, there's not one positive comment here about the league. No one here is saying that they love the current product. So who are they selling to? Because it's obviously not working, because we're not buying it. People forget what those Sunday Jordan Bulls games were like on NBC. Yes. It was like a modern day primetime NFL game. It was like a Sunday night football game. And it was really how it felt. Or like a Monday night football game where it was just like, this is prime time. Guys, I'm going to head out with all this. Let me know your opinions. I'm sure there's a lot to talk about with this one. Let me know what your problems are. Anything that I didn't think of and this video didn't cover, or just comment on what was covered. I'd love to hear from you all. And yeah, as always, let's have a good conversation down below. I'm out, everyone. Like the video if you haven't done it yet. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. I'll see you with the next one. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you all and for giving me this platform to speak. Peace out, everyone.